Celebrity Rehab Day 27. So today was a group therapy day. Fun fact, I almost never go in on Wednesdays. Like since this program has started, Wednesday has been my hardest day because I always have solo therapy on Tuesday. And then when I wake up Wednesday, I'm either too irritated, too tired, too emotional. I just don't want to be around people. So I either do it virtually or I just don't go in. But I was talking to yesterday when I was in there to the other black girl that's there now because it's me, so she's Jamaican. Okay, so I'm not the only one. So there's a black girl in program, and then there's a black girl working at the front desk. So there's three of us now. And man, when I tell you it is nice to have some color in there, to have some color in a healing space. I was going to say I didn't know I needed this, but I did know that I needed this. I didn't know that it would affect me this much because me and the other black girl get to talking, and she's from up north too, and we just get to swapping stories about the fucked up shit we've been through up north, and she's telling me her experience. She's actually the first one from up north to get sent down here to this program. And so she was just telling me that, like, because she started in November, and she's like, yeah, I've just been an absolute cunt since since I've been here. I have no problem telling them what I want, what I need, and you know, they've been adjusting to whatever I say I need. And I was like, honestly, I don't even come in on Wednesdays because it's too much for me. And she was like, no, just come in and be a cunt then. Like, take up space, just be a cunt. And I was like, you know what, you're so right. When I'm feeling like I'm not my best self, I don't come in. But if I have to come in and be a cunt, I guess I'll just come in and be a cunt. And so I came in today, and I wasn't a cunt. I woke up this morning. Yesterday, I sat right in front of this window. I opened the blinds all the way up, and then just like a cat, I laid down naked, and I fell asleep in the sun right after I came back from therapy. And I woke up at like 6 p.m. Then I went to the gym, and then I came back and went back to sleep, and I woke up with the crick in my shoulder. Like it hurt a little bit. And so I took one of the myofascial release balls that we usually use in our in vivo on Friday, and I tried to roll out the crick in my back. Made it worse. Made it so much worse. But I was having such a good time at therapy today. Like, I think today is the first time in group where I actually talked to everybody. I usually just, I've been very reserved and hesitant in this group because there are two white men, and I just was not anticipating that. And I've been very irritated just with their existence because I'm like, I'm supposed to be in this healing space, and I have these white men here, and they're taking up space in the way that only white men know how to. Like, they don't really recognize how the way they take up space may affect others, which, you know, hey, we're all here for healing, okay? We're all here because we fucked up, because we got trauma and shit. And I think today, in being able to talk to my girl, my celebrity rehab girl, it just opened me up to like, yeah, everybody here is actually going through shit, and yeah, it's annoying, and you get irritated, and you feel all of the feelings, but also it's kind of nice to talk to other people. And we talked about everything under the sun. And talking to her made me more open to talking to one of the other white guys there because he was there during our conversation. And I was like, okay, because she's gone, I'm not going to stop talking. And then I had went to go find the kinesiologist because the pain in my shoulder was not going away. And so I went to go find her during a break, and we did some stretches. Made the pain worse. And she was like, honestly, I recommend you go and get a massage. And so when I went back to the group session from our break, and I was like, yeah, I'm okay, I'm just having a little bit of back pain. And I went to go do exercises with, you know, the facilitator, the kinesiologist, and it kind of made it worse. And the person leading the session was like, oh my gosh, well, do you want to just go now? Like, you don't have to stay. And I was like, you know what? I think I would. like to go, yes. And she was like, I'm so proud of you for advocating for yourself. Like, yes, take care of your body. And then one of the other white men that was there was like asking if he has this like cream that's for like injuries or whatever. And he was like, I have an extra like tube of it. Do you want me to bring it for you tomorrow? And I was like, that is so nice. Actually, yes, I would. And then the facilitator was like, see how you were talking about when you open up and you're vulnerable, people come to your aid? And then I was like, yeah. And then I started getting emotional. I was like, oh, okay, ooh, not me asking for what I need and people giving me what I need. I can get used to this. I can get used to this. But one of the things we were talking about in group sessions today in post-traumatic, what was it called? Your life post-trauma. And one of the examples they gave, post-traumatic growth, was of a sequoia tree. Sequoia trees are like the biggest trees in the world. And I love big trees so much. I just look at pictures of them and I cry because I want to touch them and hug them and everything. And so the video was talking about how sequoia trees actually need fire to be able to grow. Like these trees are like 3,000 years old and they need fire and able to grow. And they need fire because when there is a fire where sequoia trees are, it opens up space in the forest, first of all, and then it heats up the acorns that are on the sequoia trees. And when those acorns are heated up, the seeds can start to fall on the ground. And because the seeds need to land like into the dirt, they can't have any like thing between them and the dirt. The fire also clears all of the debris, like so all of the fallen trees and sticks and all of the things that can prevent the seed from falling into the ground. So it clears a path for the seed to fall in the ground. It heats up the acorn enough for the seed to fall and then clears a path on the ground for the seed to fall into the ground and clear space in the forest for where that potential seed is going to grow. And it was just talking about how it is an analogy for trauma in your life. We also talked about kintsugi. Is that what it's called? The Japanese practice of fixing broken bowls, and how the fire and the broken bowl in this case is talking about like trauma in your life, and how sometimes trauma can be a catalyst for clearing space in your life and for clearing enough space in your life for seeds to fall and grow. And while it's happening, you don't really realize that, like, oh, this trauma is creating space for this, or this trauma is a catalyst for my healing. Or with the broken bowl, they're saying that the practice of fixing the broken bowl, ooh, excuse me, oh my God, my shoulder. Oh my God, I'm in so much pain. I booked a massage for tonight, though. It was the earliest one I could get. How the practice of, I'm just gonna stop moving, of fixing the bowl isn't necessarily about making it so the cracks are hidden. It's not about trying to hide the cracks. They actually cover the cracks with gold in order to highlight them. And sometimes what causes the cracks in your life is actually the things that are the cracks that the trauma causes in your life is actually the thing that something beautiful is born out of, that art is born out of, that healing is born out of. And it's nothing to be ashamed of, and we shouldn't want to hide our cracks, but to highlight them because they are a part of who we are and who we're becoming. And I just thought that was really beautiful. And it's also reminding me of how it's not the destination, it's the journey. And I feel like I'm finally getting to a place in this journey where I'm not feeling like, I just want this time to be over so I can fucking get out of here. Because I also found out that my time will indeed be extended here. So I don't know, I might get another 6 weeks. I don't know how long. And I'm allowed to take breaks if I want to. So who knows how long I'll be. Oh my God. Who knows how long I'll be here for. I'm in so much pain. I'm so glad I left. I don't know how I would have made it through that last session, but I'm finally gotten to the point in my journey where I'm like, okay, let me just be here now. Let me just learn what I can now. Let me just feel the feelings now. And the others, when I was talking to the other, my good Jamaican sis and the other white guy, because both of them have done ketamine treatments or are doing ketamine treatments. And I was just talking about how I'm like the only one that they didn't recommend for ketamine treatments. And I realized it's because at this point, I've been in therapy for like a decade with like, I want to say 4 or 5 different therapists. One therapist I've been with for 7 years. At this point, she's literally seen me grow up. All right, I love you, and I love her so much. And I think that I didn't realize that I am actually, even before coming here, I was pretty open with talking about my feelings and stuff in therapy. And ketamine treatments, from what I understand, is for people that mostly have like a block and a wall there when it comes to expressing their feelings. So it was just kind of, I guess, kind of nice to realize like, oh my God, I actually am a pretty open and vulnerable person. I am getting more open and vulnerable. I might still try the ketamine treatments because I might as well take advantage. Oh my God, I'm gonna stop moving. I might as well take advantage of all of the treatments that they have to offer. And I think having that conversation today with my good sis made me realize that, like, this is kind of like a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I promise you, there's never been anybody in my bloodline that has been paid to take their healing seriously. And that's basically what I'm doing. Like, I have been seeing this time up until now as torture, even though I've been calling it celebrity rehab, because I'm like, who the fuck wants to do therapy every day? Oh, every day? Processing every day, and then you go to sleep at night and you be processing the shit in your dreams too. There's no break. There's no break. But I am learning. I'm like, yesterday when I came here and I just opened up the blinds and I laid in the sun and I took a nap, it felt good to be like, even though I don't want to say all I've done was process, because processing is such a fucking hard job, which is why most people go their whole lifetime without doing it. I am stronger than most people because I am facing my demons head on. I'm befriending my, oh my God, my demons. I'm befriending my demons. And so I just sat in the sun. I laid up and I fell asleep and I didn't feel bad about it. I had SpongeBob playing on in the background. And honestly, it felt like being a child and coming home from school and taking a nap. The only difference is this time I wasn't scared that when my mom came home she was going to be in a mood. There was nobody that was going to come home and fucking disrupt my peace. And I just woke up when I was ready to wake up. And I'm so appreciative of that moment. Just that little moment is helping to rewire my nervous system and help me establish safety within myself, especially after the weekend that I had. Just getting reacquainted with my space. I sprayed Florida water all up in this bitch. I had housekeeping change all of the sheets and everything so that then I opened up the window so I could get some fresh air in here, and I'm getting back to feeling safe in the space. Also, Beans is coming next week and I'm gonna get to have her in bed with me and I'm gonna hold her every night and we're just gonna hold each other, and I'm so excited. So I have things to look forward to. And yeah, so I'm making friends in celebrity rehab now. And I think that's really just a testament that I can really make friends wherever I go, because who makes friends in rehab? Yeah, so Wednesday was a good day. I'm glad that I went in today, even though I woke up and I had to shit so bad. I was shitting on my back. Oh my God. But I went in and I'm glad that I went in, even if I did not stay the whole day, because I'm taking care of myself and I'm advocating for myself, and I'm in so much fucking pain. I could not wait to get this massage tonight. And yeah, growth. That's what this is. We're growing and we're learning and we're being present and we're just enjoying the journey as much as we can. Yeah, so that was Celebrity Rehab Day 27, maybe 28. I don't know at this point. I can't believe it has been this many days that I've shared. Honestly, thank you for everybody that's been tuning in, because this has really just been a diary. I'm not really trying to teach anything. I'm just trying to say all of the things that I'm learning so that I can remember it, so that I can look back on it and see the growth. So maybe I'll start watching these videos back, because I know there was a lot of heaviness, and there's probably still a lot of heaviness to come, but I welcome it. Bye.